everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building a tiny house that I actually built before I started building all those micro homes. So we'll see if I can still remember what it looks like and stuff because it's a while ago. Before we get into it, I quickly want to say thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing me with codes throughout the years. I appreciate it so much. I don't know if I still have to say that, by the way, but until I know for sure, I'm gonna continue. So excuse me if it's annoying, but just covering my bases. I don't want to get in issues with anything. So anyway, but we're building this tiny house and it's supposed to be for a gardener. I felt like when I started it that it had been a while since I'd done something for a gardener. It probably hasn't. I just like making these little cottages and making them very plantsy and giving them, as you probably noticed from a lot of my other builds, I like doing gardening areas outside in the yards as well. So I wanted to do something very centered around that. And yeah, this is what came from that. So it's probably just like one of my typical little cottages, but I'm justifying all the plants by calling it a gardener's tiny house. Let's be honest, okay? I can't actually see my floor plan, which is kind of awkward because there's a tree covering it in my picture. I literally have done everything, like editing. I've edited my pictures, I've done the thumbnail. I've basically just prepared this for the voiceover and then I just never did the voiceover. I don't know why. I'm so bad at like actually sitting down and convincing myself that it's okay to do voiceovers these days. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's like my old like I'm gonna be really honest with you right now. I feel like my old like stage fright, which I had when I started YouTube, has kind of resurfaced a little. I still have stage fright, but like voiceovers haven't made me nervous for years, and then it's just kind of like resurfaced over the past couple of months. It's so annoying. So I'm battling that a little bit. But you know, so I keep like procrastinating and pushing it. Like I can wait until tomorrow to do the voiceover, but really I shouldn't, because I need these builds out for you guys, so they're not clugging up my hard drive, for example, because the files take up a lot of space and I need to move them to my external. It's the whole thing. Anyway, and before I like forget what I've done in the builds as well, because now I've built like 6 houses or something since this, 4, 5, 6 houses, I can't remember. I've actually also built the next one, which will probably be up tomorrow, even though I'm currently actually recording a 24-hour readathon for my other channel, my booktube channel. If you want to check that out, by the way, there's a link in the pinned comment. But yeah, recording that at the moment. I just figured I would take a break and do the voiceover because I was doing reading sprints half an hour ago and I remembered that I hadn't done the voiceover for this yet, and I really wanted it up this week. So it's a little bit awkward. I don't know. I need to like get over my fears. I face my fears and overcome them, you know, all that stuff. I just really suck at that. But anyway, so I hope you guys will like this house regardless though. Yes, before you pointed out, it was very much on purpose that there's no bathroom in this. I have before forgotten bathrooms, especially in my tiny houses, because I just don't like decorating bathrooms. They've never been this like inspiring or interesting space to me, like regardless of what I do with them. I never really feel an itch, if you get what I mean, to decorate them, so I sometimes have forgotten them. No, not in this house. I had this idea before I started that I wanted to do an outhouse, I think it's called, so like a separate little shed, if you will, with a bathroom. But I will admit that I almost forgot to actually add the outhouse later on, so that was a thing. It is there though, so don't worry about it. You just won't see me decorate a bathroom inside of this house. But I don't remember the last time I've done an outhouse, if I've ever done one, so I don't know, I felt like this house just seemed kind of like oldish and run down a little bit, maybe a little bit renovated, with this sunroom situation, which is not really a sunroom because it turns into a bedroom, but it's also sort of like a living room. You know, it's a tiny house. There are very loose, whatever definitions of what's a bedroom when it's a tiny house. We don't have a lot of space. It's very, very limited with the tiles we have to play around with. So But yeah, I felt like it had been a while since I had done an outhouse, or if I'd ever created one before, so I wanted to add one. I just almost forgot it. Also, because when I placed down the building outside, I'm pretty sure that for a second before I placed it down, I was like, should I make a greenhouse over here in the corner? I'm pretty sure that I've, you know, emptied this corner of the lot to build something there, but I just can't really remember what it is. But then I remembered, like, wait a minute, bathroom. No. We gotta add a bathroom, so I got you covered. You just do have to leave the tiny house to go there, but that's what it's like in some places. I mean, it's not like, I don't really know if it's common anywhere. I've only ever slept one place where they didn't have a bathroom indoors, and it was once in Sweden at this like very, very old farm out in the woods. I can barely remember that trip as well. Like, it was so long ago. I was with my aunt and my uncle, where my mom, not my parents, because my dad they're divorced. Like, and in short, they're divorced. He doesn't really have anything to do with my aunt. But I can't remember if she was there and my siblings, or if I was just with my aunt and my uncle. But I remember it was in Sweden. So it must have been a while ago, because I've not been to Sweden for, like, other than Stockholm, I've not been for, and Göteborg. But that's also a while ago. I can't remember. When I was like 16, 17, 18, around that age, we went to both Stockholm and Göteborg, me and my mom. So one summer we went to Stockholm, and the other one we went to Göteborg, but I can't remember other than that when I've been to Sweden. So it's a long, long time ago by now. I'm an old person. Vacations kind of blend together, but I know it was Sweden. Okay, I know it was Sweden. So they had an outhouse, which was quite different to what I'm used to. I'd never seen an outhouse before, and like it was kind of cold at night there as well. Not like cold, like winter cold, but a kind of chilly summer night in Sweden. And I remember being very, very, The Sims probably won't have these issues, but I remember being very concerned, because what if I had to get up in the middle of the night and I had to go outside to pee? I can't see anything, there are no lights out here, but like, I don't remember the last time I woke up in the middle of the night to go pee. That's not a thing that I ever do, so I don't know why I was concerned about that. But you find it's like, once things are a little bit different than your usual, but also it's in the middle of the forest. I've talked about how I feel about like forests and like sleeping in not sleeping in the forest, 'cause that sounds like you're camping. But like maybe you probably wouldn't remember anyway, but I've talked about like I like building cottages, right? In the forest, I like the idyllic kind of like vibes, and it's cozy and serene and stuff, but the thought of living in a forest terrifies me. And I'm pretty sure it's because I've watched way too many horror movies, which don't actually terrify me. But if I had to live in the forest in real life, that would terrify me. So like that mixed with, it was nighttime, it was dark, and it was cold, and I'm like, what if there are spiders in the grass? What if I can't find my shoes? What if I wake up everyone? It's just a little bit much for someone who literally never wakes up in the middle of the night to pee. But now your Sims have to deal with that. You're welcome. But yeah, almost forgot it. And there it is, the outhouse. It's not lit up. There's no lit up pathway to the outhouse. There's a lantern at the like above the door, though. I think your Sims will be fine anyway. It's never really like truly dark in The Sims. And can the Sims actually be scared of the dark? Is that a thing? I feel like it might be a thing, but I haven't created Sims for the longest time, because I just build. And actually, it's funny, the build that's going up tomorrow, I came across this picture on Pinterest of the weirdest looking house, and for a split second I was like, I kind of want to find something else that I want to build, but at the same time, this looks so strange. I need to see if it's even possible to do this roofing situation. It doesn't look that strange, so don't get your hopes up. It's not like super odd, but there was something about the roof that was just kind of like, what the heck is going on here? And so I wanted to see if I could, because it also requires use of terrain manipulation, And I was just sitting there like, can I do this in The Sims? Like, I'm kind of curious. I'm just quickly gonna go in and like do the shell quickly, and then I just didn't stop until the build was finished. So the build tomorrow is a bit weird. That's fine. That's a bit weird. I've done that before though. It's actually happened on multiple occasions that I go through Pinterest and I come across a nice looking house or something. A shell that doesn't look like it would be possible to kind of recreate it in The Sims, and I go like, well, we could just go build I don't really want to build this right now, but I kind of want to see if you can do the shell in The Sims, and then all of a sudden the house is just done and you've built the whole house. Yes, that does happen. It's happened on multiple occasions. It's fine. I'm okay with it. But it's how I end up with just never really building. Not never, but sometimes I build a lot of things that I don't necessarily actually want to build in the moment, and then I just get sucked in by it. And I'm like I'm a completionist. I don't stop until I'm finished. So if I do a house, like this is why I don't really build a lot of like houses that are bigger than 30 by 20s anymore, because I have back issues and I don't want to sit down for too long. But unfortunately, that's what we've come to with age. I have back issues now. Yeah, it's great. My lower spine, she's doing good. But I can't make myself stop. I'm like, I need to finish this, okay? I need to, except for voiceovers, we never get to those, but like builds, I need to finish before I can stop. So we do a lot of like 30 by 20s and smaller on the channel now. Spare my bag a little bit, you know how it is, maybe not. I hope for your sake that you don't. It's funny, it's not funny, but when you say back, you kind of forget to mention that it's not just the back, it's also the nerves running down your butt cheek and your thigh and then down your leg, the rest of it, your foot even. It's not just the back, so it's like, it's a whole thing. So yeah, not really doing a whole lot of bigger builds. I'm kind of tempted to do a medium family home week where we can do like 3 30 by 20s or something if you guys are interested in that, because I haven't done some family homes for a while. I've been doing a lot of tiny houses and micro homes, and I'm still, yes, don't worry, we're still gonna do the apartment builds. I just need to like figure out the right ones to do, if you get what I mean. But I got trailer park written down, and I can't remember the other one. Might be townhouses in somewhere, I can't remember. But yeah, we got those. Don't worry, we're not forgetting those. I am still very much into the idea of having like one build multi-household lot in each world. I think that would be fun, just to do the one that I feel like would fit the world the best. I like the idea of that, so we're still doing it, but just haven't figured out what to do yet. And kind of tempted to do the 30 by 20s, but let me know what you think. Also, almost done with this build. I talked through it, as I usually do. My bad. Anyway, you guys are probably used to it by now, right? Okay. But yeah, it just has a little bit like wilder looking foraging, what's it called? Foraging foliage. Nice. I was about to say I've been playing too much Stardew Valley, but I haven't. I might start doing a co-op though with Kristen, one of my good friends, and I'm so excited for it, and we might stream it, which I'm also very excited for. But yeah, foliage, a bit foresty looking, and just giving it cozy vibes, making it look like it sort of blends in with the surroundings, but not really, because the surroundings are pretty simple when it comes to the foliage. You know, we tend to overdo it just a little bit here on the channel, just like a tiny bit. But other than that, I think we're about done. Adding some grass to the roof here, but I think that's about it. So if you guys like this build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the trade files can be found over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box as well as in the pinned comment, where you can also find a link to my booktube channel. So if you like to read, definitely feel free to go check it out. But that is all I got for you guys today, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Still got your lips on paper in the trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would